And I'm looking a mess, but okay. Oh, hello. Hey! You're able to join live. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. I'm going to make this as quick as possible because I am still under the weather, if you can hear it in my voice. And my nose has been running for the last 2 days. I got my Kleenex right here. Hopefully I don't have to clean my nose on camera if you see rawness from blowing my nose so much. So I'm gonna make this really quick. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to thumbs up if you don't mind. So I wanted to make an update. This is the last day of this month, and I want to stay consistent as on my journey. Any journey that I decide to embark on this year, I want to make sure I stay consistent. And there has been some areas where I wasn't so consistent this month and thus far. But anyways, let's just get into this. I wanted to do an update on my vision journal. This is my vision journal. I made a video about me decorating it and all this stuff like that, as well as going into details in regards to what a vision journal is, and pretty much just to kind of give a summary of it. One second, let me try to fix this a little bit. And kind of give a summary of it. It would be better for y'all to go ahead and check out that video. But if you don't want to, a vision journal, I felt like I wanted to do that. And thank you for the like. I felt like I wanted to do that instead of like a vision board, because a vision board did nothing for me. You know, got it, put it together, and really I hung it up. Matter of fact, I still got it in my closet. I can pull it out right now to show you guys or whatnot. And it's like nice pictures, nice things on there. And it's just something to look at. But it didn't motivate me. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for me. It may do something for you, but it didn't do anything for me. So I was like, I'm not off with that. I'm not doing a vision board anymore. But I realized I do like to journal. So I was like, okay, how can I incorporate journaling and the vision board, prayer board, all that into one? And I decided, hello. I said that funny. But yeah, how can I incorporate all that into one? So I decided to get a journal. And well, actually, I already had this journal, and I decided to turn this into a vision journal, which was me pretty much just writing down my goals each month. And based off my goals, I can, each day or each week, I can go back and say, hey, what am I doing to work towards that goal, to achieve those things? Because it's easy to sit back and say, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z, and we have absolutely no plans on how we're going to get there. I am from North Carolina. Yeah. So hello, everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and thumbs up if you don't mind. I'm speaking of doing an update on my vision journal. But yeah, so I feel like a vision journal will hold me more accountable, I should say. And that's why I decided to do that. So I'm pretty much going to go down and give you a little update of how it went. Month 1, since this is the last day of the month. Let me take this out. Like, this is some stickers that I have. I also have a video. Excuse my nail, broken nail. The other day at the grocery store. There's some stickers I have. I actually like these stickers. But anyways, inside here, I use this Coach notebook that I got, and I decorated the cover of this. This is a leather cover, so I can remove this and add new ones in there. You can use whatever kind of notebook you want, clearly. And then I decorated the front of this. I thought it was really cute. And then on the first page of my vision journal, what I did, I'm not going to show you guys this because it's none of your business. But I pretty much wrote down some scriptures and a prayer for over my year. So I prayed over my year and asked God to pretty much to guide me along or whatever. Because it's like a lot of things that we may want is not according to his will. So I always want his will to be done and not my own or whatnot. So yeah. With that said, the next page, what I did, I'm going to be breaking it up, my goals, into quarters. So It's 4 quarters in the year. So the first quarter I'm have goals, and the second quarter I'm have a different set of goals. Some of them may be the same goals or whatever, but overall I'm gonna break it up in that way because I feel like it's more attainable or whatnot, and it doesn't put so much pressure on me. So this first quarter I'm gonna actually share with you what I wrote down as my goals, and then let you know which ones did I am I doing well on achieving, and which one I am kind of like slacking on big time. So first goal was to read the word daily and study once a week. And when I say study once a week, and the word, if you don't know, I'm talking about the Holy Bible. God's word. And I have been doing that every single day. I read a devotional. I've been reading actually a whole chapter. Me and this sister circle that I'm a part of, we've been going through Proverbs this month. So I did that, and on my own, I have started a plan on the Bible app, going through the entire Bible for this year, throughout this year or whatnot. So I have been reading, studying once a week. And I usually try to attend a Bible study of some sort once a week. I have been doing well with that, so I can say thus far I'm on track with making that happen. So I was able to go back and look at that and say, okay, I did that. I'm on track. I'm doing well. Thank God. And then, hello everyone. Thumbs up if you don't mind, you guys. And then that's one that I kind of failed miserably, is to go to the gym once a week, lose 5 pounds, and keep it off. Keep in mind, this is not just January's goal, this first quarter goal or whatnot. Listen, I haven't been to the gym not one day. Matter of fact, I paused my membership. I paused my membership and I have not been to the gym. The gym has not seen me. I have did a little workout, caught myself doing a little something at the house, but not enough. I mean, something is better than nothing, so I give myself credit for that. However, with other things that I have done, I have lost, because I started this year off, I hate to say it, at 230 pounds. Whoo, child, 230. I actually got up to like maybe 229, and some days it's 230, depending on what day I was weighing myself or what time of the day I was weighing myself. But I am back down to about 225. So technically I have lost 5 pounds, and I have been doing good with keeping it off. Now, yeah, so we gonna see. We gonna see if I can hold steady. I am going to reactivate my gym membership probably this in February, and I'm going to try to get back into the gym and be more active and eat better or whatnot, because while, like I said, I'm at 225, I am trying to get down to, I'm trying to lose at least 30 pounds. So I'm trying to get down to like 195 or so. So yeah, we didn't do well in that area this month. Not going to the gym once a week. We didn't do that. Pay off car, that's my first quarter goal, and so far I'm doing well. I literally owe $700 remaining. My name is Jasmine. I literally owe $700 left on my car, and clearly, I can knock that out in the month of February, so that we're definitely on track to have that paid off first quarter, so yay to me. The next goal was to save $500 minimum or $1,500 max, and I am on track to do that. In order to save the $1,500 max, it would have been easy to save $500 each month, so 500, 500, 500. And that would have been easy to do it that way. And first quarter, that way I can get that 1,500 or whatnot. However, this month, I must say I dropped the ball a little bit and whatnot. Not really, but I did, and this is not including like 401k savings, IRA account. I don't count that, because that's money that I am not gonna touch whatsoever right now or whatever. I'm talking about like my regular savings account or high yield savings account, money that I have put towards that this month, and I did do $300. So technically I am on track to meet my goal first quarter to do $1,500. I would say I'm on track, because even though I didn't do $500, I feel like month of February I would do so much better, because I didn't overspend crazy this month. The only thing I overspent on this month and went over my budget on is groceries. And I'm in North Carolina, and they've been calling for like the snowstorm. We had a winter storm last week. Snow supposed to, looks like we might be getting a little bit now. I'm looking out the window. It's supposed to start snowing today and tomorrow. So I went over my grocery budget, and yeah, so other outside of that, I have did really well with sticking to my budget. I did buy me something or whatever that was not in my plans of buying, and I will be doing an unboxing when it comes in. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, and then my next goal was to pay off my class trip. So far, I have paid down on that. I think the total remaining is like $368, and it has to be paid by April. And yeah, I can go ahead and knock it out, but no rush, no rush. So I am on track to pay that off. So I am on track to complete that goal. And last goal that I set for myself, because one thing I realized is sometimes we put too much on ourselves, and then when we don't accomplish it, we feel like we failed. We only fail because we doing too much. We doing too much. That's why I was breaking this up. Let's just be reasonable with these goals. So the next thing was to find my signature style and redo my wardrobe. And with finding my signature style and redoing my wardrobe, I've been playing around with it to realize like what it is I like. Now let's talk about my signature style, or like what I like to wear. Like this is like me chilling at the crib. If I needed to run an errand, would I go out like this? Probably. If I was going to the grocery store early in the morning or something like that, nobody else is going to be out, I probably would. However, I'm 37 years old. I want to find my signature style, and I realized like a lot of things that I was into back then, I'm not really into now. But I also want my style to, be reasonable in the sense of my lifestyle, like, because at one point in time I was like, okay, I love this style, I love how this looked, but it did not fit my lifestyle. So I want to be reasonable. I haven't really been purchasing clothes or anything like that, because that goes back to my weight loss journey, where it's like no purpose in buying clothes to fit the body that I have now, when I'm not trying to stay this size, and I'm determined to lose the weight. So with me being determined to lose the weight, we're going to work with what I have now. Matter of fact, when I get off this live, I'm going to go through my closet to see what it is that I can get rid of and be able to donate and stuff like that. Yeah, but as far as my signature style, I know there's certain things that I do that just doesn't resonate with me anymore. I remember last time I wore a crop top, I was like, no, this is not my thing anymore. First and foremost, don't get mad at me for saying this, y'all. Ladies, yes, because last time I wore a crop top, and I was at a family gathering, and they recorded me, and I looked back at that video, I was like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, crop top, if you ain't got a flat stomach, crop top is not for you. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel like it's not giving. It's not giving. It's not giving. Unless you have like some high-waisted jeans on or something like that, and it's not really showing much skin and whatnot. Other than that, it just doesn't do what we think it be doing. And it's like, for me, I don't like it. It doesn't, the way it look, I just don't like it. So with that being said, as far as also my modesty journey and whatnot, I don't feel comfortable really just on an everyday basis or anything like that showing my stomach and wearing my stomach out. So I'll probably more likely will not be purchasing anything cropped anymore, or the stuff that I do have that's cropped, I probably more than likely will be getting rid of. Now, of course, when I go places like a vacation, tropical type of vacation, going to the beach or something like that, I'm, more open to wear things of that nature. But just on my everyday life or whatever, just going out, running errands, it's not really my thing. So I will lean towards not purchasing those type of things. I really realized that I love black. I've been back and forth with myself for so long about having my wardrobe be all black. And the fact that I've been thinking about it for years, I must say that must mean that I need to go ahead and make it happen, make it do what it do. If it's not all black, I love a monochromatic outfit. Like it just gives well put together, simple. I like simple. I don't like to have to overthink my outfit. I like to just go into my closet and just pull out something and go, you know. yeah, so that's that on that. So finding my signature wardrobe. In my head, I kind of have an idea of what I would like to wear. Have I redid my wardrobe? No, because I first have to get the body that I want to fit these clothes, okay? Because right now, I'm not a girl and put on. This is the biggest I've been in my whole entire life, and I don't like it. Thank God that I'm tall. Well, what people would consider tall or whatnot, because it looks fine. When I tell people my weight, they're like, no. They be like, no, it's not a wig. But anyway, it's a hat. But yeah, they be like, you don't look like you weigh 225 pounds. And it's like, well, thank you, but I do. So I want to lose that. But anyways, back to the vision journal. This is going well. And also throughout it, so I had the first page as my goals or whatever, and then I did go back through, and I don't want to show too much because it's a little personal, and I wrote in like as if I was journaling or whatever, and I did little updates and like my thoughts and like just different things. So I did write updates or whatever. So already this is working better than a vision board, because it causes you to have to go back and revisit and see exactly what my goals were. Now, let me reflect and be like, okay, am I really doing what it takes to make these things happen or whatever, right? So since I'm on this live, I want to just get into this here, which is my planner. I decided instead of using it as a planner, because right now, the way my life is, the things I need to remember, I put it in my phone or whatever, but and I also have a digital budget on my phone or whatever, and an iPad and stuff like that, a spreadsheet or whatnot. But I don't know why so bad I really want to be a planner girl. Like, it's just, I want it so bad, but it's just not practical for my life. It's like I don't really go through and reach for it. Today I went through and I realized in the month of January, I started off well, and then as you can see, girl didn't do anything in January. I barely picked this thing back up. And February, I just started this month or whatever, and I did go through and add some things, some stickers on to this month or whatever, because I'm trying to do better. And I decided I'm gonna, instead of using it as like a planner per se, it's gonna be more so of like a budget planner. I feel like maybe I'll use it because I like to budget. Sometimes I don't stick to my budget. That's a whole different story. But I feel like I do know I like to budget. So I feel like to be able to utilize this and get some use out of it, I'm going to try to use this as a budget planner and see if that works out. If it doesn't work out and I just see that I don't really use this, I am going to just decide at the end of the year to just call this a wrap and give up on the whole planner thing, because clearly I've been trying this for a couple years now. So if this doesn't work this year, I'm just going to give it up. Yeah, so we shall see. And then I thought I had threw this book away. I'm glad I didn't. This is my savings challenge book. I got this book like 2 years ago, and I started out and then I didn't finish or whatnot, because one thing I realized I don't like to do is cash stuff. I like the emotion of going through it when the cash is at your house or whatever, but I'm not about to go to no bank or no ATM to pull out cash just to cash stuff, knowing I'm gonna want to put it back in the bank. Like, make it make sense. I'm not doing that, right? So what I am gonna do, just because I don't want to pull the cash out doesn't mean I can't do the savings challenge. So what I'm going to do now that I found my book is I'm going to complete the savings challenge, and as I pull whatever amount of money I pull out or whatever, I'll just pull it from my checkings account to my savings account, and then color it in as I go through. So I'm going to see how many plans I can say, how many savings challenges I can complete this year. So we shall see. I am really, really interested to know that how well I do with this. And I'm gonna make pretty much, I guess, make separate videos in regards to that. So that will be something else I will be doing, is my savings challenges. Because I am trying to save up. My goal for my savings is, I didn't put that as my goal for the quarter, because the overall goal for the year is to save up. I'm not going to tell y'all the actual amount, but I would say I want to have 3 to 6 months worth of my monthly expense or whatever. Yeah, telling y'all the amount is like too much telling y'all my business. But that is my goal, my ultimate goal or whatever. So I feel like having this would be make it fun and keep me on track, because one thing I realized is once you start saving and once you start to save a certain amount, it kind of gives you that push to want to keep doing it and save more and more and more, and it makes it fun. Yeah, so back to the overall point in this video is my vision journal. Y'all get y'all one, you know, make y'all a vision journal. You can go to the dollar store, get a little $1.25. I'm mad that they not $1 anymore, but anyways, get your notebook for like $1.25. And create a vision journal. Write down your goals, track, you know, daily, weekly, however often you like. What are you doing each day? What are you doing each week to accomplish these things and make these things happen and whatnot? Because while I may not have went to the gym, I was eating different, you know what I'm saying? So I was watching how many calories I was eating and whatnot. So I was doing something in order to accomplish the goal of losing that 5 pounds. So yeah, I really feel like that is working for me. I'm trying to see if there's any other updates. Something I need to actually add to my vision journal is I envision my hair being longer. Because I am on like a growth journey. I would show y'all, but I need to wash my hair. You know, I make a separate video about that. I probably won't make a video about me washing my hair, but I will be using Donna's Recipe product line, and I will just keep track of my hair growth journey as I begin that. But yeah, that's that on that, you guys. Trying to make sure I shared everything. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who thumbs up. If you don't mind, if you're still watching, go ahead and thumbs up before you leave out. Comment below if you have any questions, of course. If you have any tips or advice, anything you would like to give me, I am definitely open to hearing all those things. Like I said, if you watch this video back and you see a little dryness under my nose, girl is sick and I've been blowing my nose like 50 million times a day for the last 2 days, okay? Anyways, until next time, I'm gonna wrap this up. Peace, love, and blessings. Y'all have a good one. Stay warm, honey. Stay warm because it's starting to snow. Yeah, so bye.